Hey guys, today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a true crime reading, or at least a missing persons reading. I wasn't supposed to do a reading on this, but when I kind of saw the headline that this 2-year-old boy called, his name is Emile, he's from France. When I saw that he was missing, I couldn't get that article out of my mind. And so I felt like, okay, maybe let's just try, okay? I don't have any high expectations for this. I don't know what's going to come out or come through this reading. All this is an effort to try and see if there's any information at all that would be relevant to the situation. And that's it, okay? That's my only intention, okay? All right. Let me get my other oracle cards before we get started. And I know that like not every missing persons case is highlighted in the news. In fact, a lot of people go missing and a lot of their cases are never given any of the attention they deserve. So here's the thing, my comments below are open, all right? By the way, please be respectful in my comments, okay? But if you have anything, any true crime case that you would like to bring up, definitely comment them below and we'll see about doing a reading on them, okay? All right, so what I want to ask is what happened? What's going on is like this Emile has been missing for 4 days. He's 2 years old. He's from France, I believe. And the search has recently just been called off, like a few hours ago, perhaps, because they have not found him, right? And so they said, we're just going to focus on the information we have at hand and go from there in terms of finding him because they couldn't find any physical evidence. So we're going to try and see what happened that led to his disappearance. Okay, the events that led to his disappearance. Okay, so let me see what's going on. The cat or the falseness card is here, the cheerfulness, the friend. Okay. The death card is here, the old woman, the young woman card. The servant. Why am I not seeing him? The gift, the room. What happened to Emile? The misfortune card is here. The sorrow, the sighs. Okay, we get that. Yeah. But like, I'm not seeing how. Hold on, okay? Let me break this down because I just started pulling cards. Do you guys know if they were distracted? Comment below. By the way, I purposely didn't really read anything except for like the headline and like he's 2 years old and I have his picture here to kind of reference. That's literally it. Do you guys know if they were distracted or if someone came over? Because this is a friend, so this is often not family or someone like there's a friend that came over. Either that's like friend of the family or sometimes it's Emile's friend, but there's definitely someone else that was kind of a stranger essentially that joined a party or like a gathering possibly. The cheerfulness card, if it's not a gathering, this could just be that the adults in the house were a lot more relaxed. The falseness card is here. This is a sign of dishonesty. Hold on. The death card is here. We have the old woman and the young woman. See, so this is what I'm trying to say though. Like, I don't understand because where is he? I don't understand this right now. The servant, the gift, the room. I feel like I pulled too many cards to start off with, but we're going to try and see what's going on, okay? So this, like I asked what happened to Emile. So these are the soldiers. This is the police, right? This is them looking. This is the conversation happening surrounded. Like we get that, we understand it. Like we're tapped into that energy. This is the misfortune, the bad luck of him being lost, right? So we understand that we're tapped into that energy, but like what happened? How did he disappear? Maybe I should have phrased my question differently. The star in reverse. Why do I keep thinking of like, you know what I keep thinking of? I keep seeing him in my mind's eye with like a toy car and he's like outside. Did he follow something? So I keep thinking of like Emile and I keep thinking like he followed something outside. So the star card, like, you know what it reminds me of? Like, oh, I followed a butterfly somewhere or like Oh, I saw something when I was playing outside. The adults were all occupied, so I followed something or someone somewhere. The star in reverse, this makes me feel like, again, so he's lost. We get that, okay? Um, he followed something he couldn't find. Hold on. How did he disappear? How did Emile disappear? What happened? The three of wands in reverse, no one intervened. Somewhere dark, no one can see. Um, the Knight of Cups is here though. Oh, I don't like that. So you know what I was thinking of? So like I said, it's like he followed something or something outside. So I wonder if someone else, like there's an adult male, likely masculine energy that may have offered him something. With the Temperance card in reverse. Mhm. This is like, see, so look at this. This is like someone offering you water. I mean, so hold on. Like, is he lost? Because why is there a person? Okay, I can interpret this two ways. One, he's like lost somewhere dark, and this is him being thirsty. Um, or number two, no, hold on. Because this is anxiety, this is like feeling stressed. Temperance card. Temperance card is a meeting card, and reverse someone not meeting you. So it's like maybe that someone hasn't found him, possibly. How did he? Page of Cups in reverse. Someone didn't care. Yeah, Three of Cups. It's like it's just people that, yeah. So this is him leaving home, right? And it's like someone didn't care, or it's like they just it's neglect essentially. Like I'm sorry to say that word. Basically, it's like the adults were not paying attention when this happened. That's how I see it. The Three of Pentacles is here. I keep seeing threes. Do you guys see that? We have three, three, three. Literally only one is missing, so there's definitely someone else. It's like there's Emile, there's two other people. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Yep, see, there's that male energy. The way that I see this, it's like people weren't paying attention and maybe he wandered off. And then it's like we have the King of Swords, which is like a male energy being involved in this. The star in reverse is also like a lack of attention. That's often neglect. So it's like someone ignoring another person. So you know what it is? It's like if he was asking his parents to play or his whoever he was with, like if he was asking people to play and they were like, "No, like play by yourself, go away, like I'm busy right now." Um that's what I'm thinking of here. And it's like so these cards are like I asked like was he taken or did he leave? And I'm a little unsure now because again the energy earlier was as if he went out on his own, especially this one. It's like nobody cared, so I just went to go. They were all preoccupied or busy, so I just went to go out, you know? Um, and it's like I was just following this thing around, like, and then but then there's the the King of Swords, so there's the presence of someone here. I I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be of any help at all. I'm just trying my best to see what's going on, okay? But basically, especially hold on, sorry. Especially with the friend card that I was seeing earlier. Um, so many cards. But like the friend card that I was seeing earlier, again, it's like this feels like someone else, like a stranger somehow. I know the death card is here, but I'm not trying to look at that yet because it doesn't make sense yet. So, do you guys know if in Emile's household it was not always the most peaceful? because this is definitely giving family vibes, but that's why I've been like a little quiet because I'm trying to figure out how to put it. Like, I know this is a little bit of family, and I know that this is a guy threatening other people, but I'm like, what is he threatening them about? Is it like to keep their mouth shut? Is it that someone in the family had or has a pattern of anger or tends to get mad? Maybe a little bit too mad, if you know what I mean, or aggressive. Because that's the vibe that I'm picking up here. I don't know. Am I gonna get this? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna see anything that's actually gonna help. Guys, this is like really hard. I'm trying my best, okay? But basically, I feel like he did wander off to some extent, but also that the adults were neglectful, if not in that moment, then multiple moments in his life. His relationship with his family, it's not good. I mean, see? That's him walking away. So this is Emile's relationship with his family. Like, this is like he asked them if he could go on a trip. They said no, so he chose to do it himself. That I'm positive about. Okay, what happened then? Okay, this is someone. This is someone. This is someone. Yup, this is someone. He wandered off on his own. Someone possibly took him. Okay, likely a male energy with what I'm seeing here. I I don't like this character. This feels like someone with a lot of anger or violence. Okay, give me the energy of the person not wanting to let Emile go. I don't like the looks of that. This to me feels like they intend on keeping him for a while, like for a very long time. The Ace of Wands is here. That's interesting. Am I right that it's a male? Because that's a female. And especially if you look at some of the cards earlier, we had like the death card, the old woman, and the young woman. So I was thinking of that also. Like, we said like involvement of other people. You know what this reminds me of? Like, someone told me I wasn't going to be a good mother, so I'm going to prove them wrong. And it's like, my baby, like that kind of thing. I asked for the personality of the person that took him, right? If he was taken, allegedly, like I'm not sure, okay? I'm just reading based on what I get here, and I'm not trying to pose this as fact. The hanged man in reverse is someone who doesn't want to let go, does not want to sacrifice. So this person can be a little bit selfish. They think that what they do for themselves is sacrifice, is what I'm getting. The Ace of Wands tells me that this person has a temper. They can be a bit explosive. Also, they saw an opportunity and they took it, or they took him. The Ace of Wands, that's also the birth of something new. This is like the energy of like, I've always wanted to have a baby, and here he is. Like, let me take him. That's the vibe, okay? The Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who's not confident in themselves, someone who is just lacking confidence, lacking this motivation or this feeling that they're a mom, possibly. They lack confidence somehow. Maybe that, or they find themselves not attractive, or it could be that they just have a lot of like pent up frustration and anger. Tell me more. Um, this person is being realistic. They know that this is not a good plan, but they're doing their best to just take as long as they can. And this is feeling like bribing Emile with candy, possibly. Like, like theoretically speaking or metaphorically speaking, like this feels like, okay, if I just make you happy right now, you're not going to freak out about the fact that you're here with me. Um, but this person knows they're at home. Like the way that I see this, they're at home. I don't think they would have set up a location that's far from where they live. Okay. This is like, I went straight home. Like I took it and I went straight home. You know what else is interesting? So Yeah, so that makes sense now. Remember the falseness card here? These are the adults being distracted. This is like the falseness, the dishonesty card. This is the friend card. So if you put them together even, like this is like someone like offering you something. So I wonder if a pet was literally used even like, oh, I have a dog. You want to come play with me and my dog? I have a dog at home. That's the feeling of like, yeah, let's go together. Like we can have fun together. Um, posing as a friend, okay? The death card, the old woman, the young woman. Sorry, I'm like so scattered here, but just not trying to think it too much, overthink it too much. Servant gift room. See, exactly. So this is like him being kept in private in a place that's likely just at home. And like this is like serving food, serving drinks. So I think that he's taken care of. I think he's fine, but I mean, I don't know, okay? Just off the top of my head, it feels like he's okay, but like that someone else is like has him, but I don't trust this character either because this person seems quite manipulative. Now the interesting thing is like the King of Swords also appeared, so I'm like again, why is there that energy? The Knight of Cups to me makes sense even if it were a woman because this feels like I always see this card as like, okay, I'm here bringing water. Oh, you're thirsty? Like I'm here, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna give it to you. Like it's okay, that's that type of comforting energy. It literally is like an angel from heaven kind of energy, right? So this person may have presented themselves as someone like that. The King of Swords is here though again, so I wouldn't trust the other characters. I think that the family and whatever, like I'm not sure that I would trust everything completely is being said. I feel like there are things that haven't been spoken. And this is not to incriminate anybody, it's just to say that I feel like maybe if we really asked for the honest foretelling of events, that we would hear a different answer, or we would hear a bit more like, yeah, like we ignored them, or yeah, like I was angry and I ignored and just didn't want to play with him, so he had to go and run out on his own and whatever. Like that's how I see this. Like he's two, so I don't know that if kids are really like that and if they would just run out on their own either, but like it just feels like the adults were busy and we just lost track of it. But also, someone I feel like at home has anger issues. I don't know. That's how I see that. Okay. Where is Emile, or who is Emile with right now? Okay. We have the foe. See, that's an untrustworthy person. The love card, Cupid card, thought, waiting. So this person is like waiting for just a lover. This person likely has a boyfriend or like a husband or whatever, but it's like this feels like also just waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to get home. Where's Emile right now? Soldier, room, see, despair, old woman, reunion. Old woman, does Emile have like a grandmother that he really wants to be with? I feel like he's inside. So that's the interesting part. I feel like it would have shown me something else if he were like lost outside, but that's not the vibe. The vibe is more he's inside, he's like in someone's house, and the soldier and someone's keeping him there, but this could also be that if they do knock on other people's doors in the vicinity, that um, they could be able to find him. I think it's just a matter of like knocking on the right house and searching the houses likely in the same vicinity. That's how I would interpret that. Again, oh my gosh, like when it comes to true crime readings and everything, I don't have a lot of experience, which is part of why I'm trying to do this. I just want to understand. Um, yeah, I'm open-minded to everything. I'm just trying to see how things are playing out in the cards and see if I get something out of them. Okay. Um, okay. Surprise, enemy, widower, faithfulness, falseness. Can I tell you, I feel like they need to try and search somewhere else, or they definitely, how would I explain this, right? If they just give up, they're not going to find him. if they look at it as he's lost in the woods, they're not going to find him. He's inside. See, there, look at this, right? If they wanted to show me outside, they could have shown me a lot of outside scenery, even hope. There are a lot of outside sceneries, but like the room card, he's not imprisoned, right? He's not in a basement somewhere or anything, but it's like he's also like in a room, like you feel me? That's the card that was appearing earlier twice even. So it's not, he's just in a private space, but not like, not anywhere else. So will they be able to find him? I feel like okay, the police, I feel like they need to expand, but I also want to say something like, don't just ask the same few people. You need to ask other people. I don't know what that means or how that's going to play out, but it feels like, oh, like ask a neighbor. Don't just ask the family because they're probably going to say the same things. Or and this is not to offend them. It's just more so like, they know one side of the story, but we need another person's side. Like we need to go for like CCTV cameras or something that gives you a different perspective that people couldn't see. Um, why am I even thinking of cars? Um, I keep thinking of like cars, like searching for something along a car, or like um, if it's not like a CCTV camera, I don't know why, but it's like an air tag or something like it just feels like look for devices that are around that vicinity when he disappeared. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let me see what else. The wife, okay. Scholar. So I'm asking you, what can they do to find Emile? Wedding. Yeah, they need to be questioned a little bit more. Someone knows for sure. How can they find Emile? The High Priestess. This is a matter of timing. Um, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Don't take too long. Try and find him as quickly as possible. Because like I said, I wouldn't trust the person that has him either. I don't feel like they have the best intentions. And there's this feeling of like, if I can't have you, no one else can. I'm not going to let you go. That's what I get out of them. Um, why I feel like I need to tell them, like, it feels like take a more grounded or grassroots approach. Does that even make sense? Like, this feels like asking people door to door and like going there, like searching people and houses. Okay. Justice is in reverse. I don't like that. That often is like not the best sign for justice in this situation. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know that we're going to get too much out of this because, again, there seems like another person that intervened. Um, this feels like moving on. This also feels like someone seeking monetary compensation, but not so much seeking for a meal. Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't see them finding him, or at the very least, they need to definitely shift their attention away from their current course and like start looking at different for him in different places, basically. I also feel like someone here is a little too money concerned. Like this just gives me the vibe of like, so you're more concerned about like a potential settlement, or like, is there a way that someone can get money out of the situation because someone is in like within their circle essentially feels more concerned about that. I mean, that could also be interviews and fame, but this feels like more concerned about that than actually seeking justice. Um, so I don't know. And I also don't see a focus on him. Like you can see that here. Like there's no focus on like trying to find him. So I don't know what that means. If that's like people within Emile's circle are not so focused on finding him, or if it's the police and eventually they just move on, or if it's both. But yeah, I'm not looking too good so far. See, this is like temperance. This is like talking to people more directly. Magician is literally communication. That's also quite literally an open door. And the devil card is here. That's usually my card for like someone captive in true crime readings. But like this is literally like open door. Like talk to someone. Get to someone on like talk to someone in person. Don't just like look for, you know, um like a radius or whatever. Like we need to talk to people because it's the people that we need to be talking to. Um yeah. I don't know. Mm, try not to say certain things yet, but basically, here we go. See, the Queen of Swords is here. If it's like, okay, if Emile did get lost in the woods at some point, I feel like someone's already taken him. The Queen of Swords is here. So that's interesting because this didn't appear earlier, right? But this is like this is me asking of like where is he though, you know? I think at some point he was definitely outside, but like now this is like the hermit card, so that's being inside, that's also like being kept in the dark essentially. And the Queen of Swords being here, this is a woman usually or feminine energy that's like a planner, the one who organized this, the one who made this happen. So I don't know. I feel like that's where I'm gonna end this. Hey guys, so I kind of forgot. I don't know. I just drew some cards right after I stopped recording, but I was asking about like where again. Just I try to do this. I try to ask like multiple times just because I want to know where he is, right? And so what I was seeing was like there's a lot of feminine energy here. It's possible there's like one old man, but this is more like feminine energy. But I was asking why, like what are their intentions with him? We have the gift, the thief card, and the death card. So to me, this is honestly like possibly a ransom or like getting money out of the situation. Again, someone's a little too concerned of money out of this, so I don't know. But where he is, house. See, it's not outside. So if you guys have any other cases that you would like me to look into, definitely comment them below. And that's it for this reading. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.